Alright you guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to be using all these pigments in this exact order. And I'm also going to be using this 2-in-1 not polish nail art brush, this acetone to clean the powder, the pigment, and then I'm going to be using these press-on nails. And the first thing that I'm going to do is try to find the right size that fit from sidewall to sidewall. And that one seems too small, so I'm going to grab a bigger size. I'm going to go with a bigger size because I can always file it down a little bit, but if it's too small, then it will just end up popping off. So once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and file the index finger of the press on that was a little too big. So yeah, this one's a little too big, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and file the side, and once I'm done doing that, then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to do next. So once I was done buffing the press on, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 layers of this color. And after 1 layer, I cure for 1 whole minute, and then I add another coat. So once I was done adding 1 coat, I cured that for 1 minute, and then I added the second coat, and now I'm just going to go ahead and add my top coat, which is a matte top coat, and I'm going to cure this for about 2 minutes. Alright, so now I'm going to push back my cuticles and clean around the cuticle area, and I got to make sure I get all that little stuff that's hidden in between. Alright, once I'm done doing that, then I'm going to go ahead and grab a lint-free paper towel with some alcohol and then just clean that off. Alright, so I got to make sure I push back the cuticles very gently and then just clean around. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and clean my nail beds, and I decided to use my Vita Bella Easy Tape. This came in the Vita Bella Practice Hand Kit, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue these on. Well, it's actually tape, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay that on my nail beds, then press on it, and then just pull that off, and then just stick my press-ons. And I'm just doing this because I'm going to draw a rainbow, and I feel like this is going to help me just kind of get that rainbow nail art or draw it better. And I'm going to be using this white Modelones gel. I'm going to be using this Modelones gel, and this is the first color that I'm going to be using. So now that I have my pigment ready and my gel, I'm going to go ahead and draw like a rainbow around my nail to get like an idea of where it's going to go. And once I have an idea, then I'm going to perfect it finger per finger. Alright, so now that I got an idea, I'm going to go ahead and just perfect that. Alright, and once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and stick my hand in the UV lamp for about 10 seconds, no more than 10 seconds. So this depends on how thick I'm laying my gel. If I'm working with thicker gel, then I would do it for 15 seconds. And if I'm working with a thinner gel, then I would definitely go with 5 seconds. So depending on how thick your gel is, it's also going to depend on the time you leave your hand in the UV lamp, because you don't want this gel to dry. You want it to dry a little bit, but not all the way. So, alright, once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and stick my hand in the UV lamp for no more than 10 seconds and go from there. Alright, so 10 seconds. Now it's time to add my pigment, so I'm just going to grab an old brush and just kind of pat the pigment onto that color. And I was kind of worried because I wasn't sure how I was going to get the extra pigment off my nail. So I had my acetone ready, I had a lint-free paper towel and a nail art brush to clean it off. Alright, so once I was done adding the pigment in each and every spot, then I went ahead and cured it, fully cured it for 60 seconds. Alright, and now I'm going to dust it off with my duster, but I noticed that there was still pigment around it and I wanted to leave it clean for my next color, and I grabbed a lint-free paper towel and some alcohol and kind of just try to rub around it. But that didn't, I don't know, I felt like that was really time consuming. And alright, now I'm going to go ahead and add the second color. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. Just draw a line, cure it for 10 seconds. Alright, once I'm done curing it for 10 seconds, I'm going to grab my next color and add that, which is blue. Alright, these are all neon colors too. So I'm going to go ahead and then just kind of press the powder onto that white gel. And once it's fully, and once I'm done adding the pigment, then I fully cure it for 1 whole minute. So I'm making sure I add like on every corner. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and fully cure it. Then I'm going to dust that extra pigment off. And I decided to grab a brush and acetone and kind of clean around it. But that still wasn't like helping me at all. It was just actually removing the pigment off the gel. So I decided to try something else instead. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and add the next color. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my 2-in-1 art brush from Not Polish and then just add the white gel. And again, I'm going to cure it for 10 seconds and then pull my hand out and add the next color. So I'm just tapping it, making sure everything is covered with this pigment. Alright, so once I'm done, then I'm going to go ahead and fully cure this for 1 whole minute and then pull my hand out. And then I decided to just dust it off. And even if it was a little dirty or around the nail, that was going to be fine because I'm going to add the color on top anyways. And then I'm going to start by drawing the line once again. And then once I'm done doing that, then I'm going to go ahead and stick my hand in the UV lamp for 10 seconds. And then add the next color. Alright, so again, I'm making sure I tap and have enough pigment. And again, fully cure it for 1 minute, then pull it out, dust it off, and then I start again with the next color. So I add a thin line. Well, it's not so thin, but alright, so once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and stick my hand in the UV lamp for 10 seconds, pull my hand out, and then add the next color. Alright, so I'm making sure I'm tapping and spreading that everywhere, making sure I get every corner. Alright, and once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and stick my hand in the UV lamp and fully cure it for 1 minute and then dust that color off. And again, I'm going to do the same thing once again. Add gel on each finger, then cure it for 10 seconds. And like I said, depending on how thick your gel is, it's going to also depend on how long you're going to leave your hand in the UV lamp. Because you don't want to completely cure this white gel, or you're not going to be able to add your pigments. The pigments are not going to attach to the color. Alright, so once I'm completely done adding my pigments, I'm going to do the same thing. Just grab some acetone and then just a lint-free paper towel and clean around it. I'm not going to clean on top of the rainbow because I don't want any of those colors to come off. I'm just going to clean around it now. So I'm just cleaning around it. I'm not cleaning the pigments off because since it's acetone, it's very easily for that to come off. So I'm just cleaning around it very gently. And I do apologize for the noise. Alright, I'm also going to be drawing some clouds and some stars, but I am going to skip that. And as you can see, I did miss a spot, so all I did was added a thin layer of that white gel and then cured it for about like 2 seconds and then pulled it out, and I added my pink pigment once again. And now I'm just showing you how I'm drawing some stars and some clouds, but I kind of did skip that. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and add some matte top coat gel, and these are the results. So I hope you guys like my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.